Welcome back to On the System Quick and Easy. Today, I'll show you how to set up and manage departments on the system. The department feature allows you to organize your business or not-for-profit into an unlimited number of operating units. Each unit is called a department, and each department is treated as an independent, self-contained entity. On the System allows you to configure your departments any way you like. You can create a simple organizational structure comprised of traditional departments like accounting, sales and marketing, and human resources. Or you can create a more complex hierarchical structure that includes multiple levels of authority, such as divisions, work groups, or teams. However you proceed, On the System gives you maximum flexibility to experiment and rearrange departments to create the optimal structure for you and your organization. Here's how it works. To create a department, simply hold your mouse over the Administration tab and click on the Company Department Setup link. You're given instant access to a blank department management screen. Now, let the screen elements guide you. Start by giving your department a name. Typical department names include Operations, Sales and Marketing, Accounting, Human Resources, and Information Technology. If you currently have a formal organizational structure, you likely know your department names. If you do not have a formal organizational structure, then it's time to create one. Choose department names that are familiar for your team. For example, you could name your accounting department Bookkeeping, if that's the name your team is comfortable with. For our example, we'll add a customer service department. Next is the department description field. It's optional. Use it to provide a high-level summary of the department's function and purpose. You can leave the field blank, provide a short one-sentence description, or if you like, add a more formal description. To save time, I'll paste in a description that I saved into memory. There. Notice how I organized my description into 3 sections. I started with a general overview. I then focused on the roles performed in the department. I finished with a general description of qualifications and personality traits of the people who work in the department. The best approach may be to develop your department's description slowly. Start with a short description and add details over time. Next is the Parent drop-down list. It determines where your new department will appear within your organizational structure. If your new department is a top-level department like accounting, human resources, or IT, make your company name the parent. If your new department is a sub-department, make the managing department the parent. Using the Parent drop-down feature, you can create an unlimited number of organizational levels and structural configurations. However, if possible, limit your organizational structure to just a few levels. One more word of caution. Choose your parent department carefully, because your new department will inherit the values, core competencies, consensus questions, and log categories of its parent. Your choice kind of determines your department's DNA. As you'll see, it makes it very easy to set up and manage your new department. Okay, we want our new customer service department to be a top-level department, so we'll choose the demo company as its parent. Okay, just one more step. It's the Manager drop-down list. Use it to assign primary responsibility for managing the department to just one individual. Again, choose carefully, because the person you select will be given high-level administrative rights and complete access to all employees, roles, projects, to-dos, communication log entries, knowledge base articles, and administrative setup screens associated with this new department. Click on the New Employee button to add a new employee on the fly. It's a convenient way to add a new employee without having to exit the department setup screen. But our manager is already on the system, so we'll click on the Select Employee button. Our drop-down list reappears, and we'll select Jeff Merkin as our department manager. When finished, click the Add button and watch what happens. Your entry is saved. It now appears in your department list. It also appears in your Browse window. Use the up and down arrows to change your department's relative position in your organizational structure. Notice, as you move your department up and down your list, it also changes its position in your Browse window. If you want to make any changes, simply click on the department's link and its information populates all the setup fields. Now we can change its name, update its description, assign a new manager, or reassign the department to a different parent. So you see how easy it will be to modify your organizational structure at any time as you see fit. Save your changes by clicking on the Update button. Alternatively, you can click the Delete button if you want to delete the selected department. Or click the New button if you want to add a new department. Also notice that when you click on a department in your department list, the department sub-navigation appears. Now you can manage any of the department's elements simply by clicking on the sub-navigation links. Let's look at each of these one by one. We'll start by clicking on the Values link. Values represent the shared ideals and ethics that unite your team with a common purpose. Examples of values include passion for making your organization great, communicating ideas that can improve your organization, supporting job sharing and cross-training. You can modify or delete any of the listed values by using the Action drop-down list. Or you can add to the list by typing in any new value and clicking the Add button. It couldn't be easier. For example, let's add delivers excellent customer service. Now click the Add button and the value appears in our list. Keep in mind that these values appear on the Values Alignment Scorecard located on the employee's profile page for any employee associated with our department. The next element in our sub-navigation are benchmarks. Benchmarks are key performance indicators like sales, gross profit, and the number of new customers added in a month. Let's add number of customer complaints. Click the Add button and our benchmark appears. Now you can edit or delete the benchmark using the Action drop-down list. Your department's benchmarks appear on the benchmark scorecard located on our department's profile page. Next are core competencies. Core competencies are capabilities and areas of expertise that are critical to our department's continued success. Examples may include the items listed here. Again, you can modify or delete individual items using the Action drop-down list, or you can add competencies related to your department using the Add field. Your department's core competencies appear on the 360-degree review scorecard located on our department's profile page. Next are consensus questions. Consensus questions are discussion topics that appear in the consensus section of all projects initiated by our department. Use consensus questions to help project teams justify the need for the project and to improve your team's decision-making process. Examples may include, how will this project improve our competitive position? Or, what alternative projects should we consider, if any? Next are log categories. Use this section to customize the list of categories that appear when a communication log entry is associated with our department. And finally, the strategic objective section. It lists the department's active strategic objective, due date, and all employee suggestions submitted via the Edit button accessed on the department's profile page. Well, that's how you set up and manage a department on the system. If you have any questions, please contact your organization's OnTheSystem support team.